Imagine this. You're at the airport, excited for your trip, but the airline tells you your passport photo doesn't meet the requirements. You can't board. Your whole trip is at risk. This happens more often than you think. In this video, I'll walk you through the passport photo requirements for 10 popular countries, so you'll never face this problem. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's dive in. What you will learn in this video. In this video, you'll learn the specific passport photo requirements for 10 popular countries, what mistakes to avoid when taking your passport photo, how to check if your passport photo will pass the tests at embassies and airports, a step-by-step guide on what to do to ensure your passport photo meets all the necessary standards. After watching this, you'll feel confident that your passport photo is ready for your trip. No surprises, no stress. Passport photo requirements for 10 popular countries. When traveling internationally, each country has its own rules about what your passport photo should look like. Here are the essential requirements for 10 popular travel destinations. United States who it applies to. All travelers applying for a US visa or passport. Requirements: size 2 by 2 inches, 51 by 51 millimeters. Background: white or off-white, plain, no shadows. Face position: head centered and facing forward. Your face should cover 50 to 69% of the photo, about 1 to 1 3/8 inches from chin to crown. Expression: neutral with your eyes open, no smiles or frowning. Clothing: no hats or glasses unless for medical reasons. Common mistakes: many people try to take photos with their sunglasses on or use a colored background, thinking it looks more professional. This is a mistake. The US needs a plain white background and your eyes should be fully visible. What to do? Go to a professional photographer, ensure the background is plain and white, and ask them to follow these size and facial position rules. United Kingdom who it applies to. All visa applicants and those applying for a UK passport. Requirements: size 45 millimeters by 35 millimeters. Background: plain light grey or cream. Face position: head must be centered and face fully visible. The face should cover 29 to 34 millimeters of the photo. Expression: neutral with the mouth closed. Eyes should be open and looking directly at the camera. Clothing: no headwear unless for religious or medical reasons. Glasses should not be worn, except if needed for medical purposes. Common mistakes: many applicants don't ensure that the background is light enough, grey or cream, and use photos where their face is slightly tilted. What to do? Check your photo closely to make sure your head is straight, the background is light enough, and you're not wearing any accessories that could obscure your face. Canada who it applies to. All individuals applying for a Canadian passport, visa or citizenship. Requirements: size 50 millimeters by 70 millimeters. Background: white or light colored background. Face position: head centered facing forward with a neutral expression. Eyes should be open and the mouth should be closed. Expression: neutral, no smiling, no frowning. Clothing: no hats or glasses unless for medical or religious reasons. Common mistakes: wearing jewelry or accessories in the photo is a common error. The Canadian government requires that no jewelry be visible unless it's for medical purposes. What to do? Make sure to follow the size and expression rules strictly. Keep your face clear of accessories like earrings or necklaces. Australia who it applies to. All travelers applying for an Australian visa or passport. Requirements: size 35 millimeters by 45 millimeters. Background: plain white background, no patterns. Face position: head should be centered, looking directly at the camera. The face must occupy 70 to 80% of the image. Expression: neutral with your mouth closed and eyes open. Clothing: no glasses, hats, or headwear unless required for religious or medical reasons. Common mistakes: many travelers get their photos taken in public spaces, not realizing that the background must be plain and white. Also, wearing hats or accessories in a passport photo is a no-go. What to do? Go to a photo studio that's familiar with Australian passport requirements and ask them to ensure the background is white, your face is centered, and you're not wearing anything on your head. France who it applies to. All travelers applying for a French visa or passport. Requirements: size 35mm by 45mm. Background: plain white or light-colored background. Face position: head should be straight and facing forward. The face should be fully visible, covering 70 to 80% of the image. Expression: neutral expression, eyes open. Clothing: no glasses or hats. Common mistakes: some travelers make the mistake of wearing glasses or taking the photo in poorly lit environments that create shadows. What to do? Ensure there are no reflections in your glasses, if you wear them, and no shadows on your face. Choose a professional photographer who knows the French photo requirements. Germany, who it applies to: all visa applicants and German passport applicants. Requirements: size 35mm by 45mm. Background: light-colored plain background, preferably white or grey. Face position: face should be centered, neutral expression, eyes open. Clothing: no headwear unless required for medical or religious reasons. Common mistakes: sometimes people wear too much makeup, making their faces look different from how they naturally appear, which can cause problems during checks. What to do? Keep your facial expression neutral and don't overdo the makeup. Stay within the size and background guidelines. Japan, who it applies to: all travelers applying for a Japanese passport or visa. Requirements: size 45mm by 35mm. Background: plain white background. Face position: head should be centered with the face fully visible, no shadows. Expression: neutral with no smiling. Clothing: no glasses or headwear unless for medical or religious reasons. Common mistakes: many people make the mistake of taking photos with their heads slightly tilted or looking away from the camera, which can lead to rejection. What to do? Sit straight and make sure your eyes are directly facing the camera. Keep your expression neutral. Brazil, who it applies to: all travelers applying for a Brazilian visa or passport. Requirements: size 50mm by 70mm. Background: light-colored or white. Face position: head must be centered and looking straight at the camera. Expression: neutral expression, no smiling. Clothing: no glasses or headwear unless required for medical or religious reasons. Common mistakes: sometimes people don't realize that the photo must be recent, and older photos are automatically rejected. Always use a fresh photo. What to do? Have a new photo taken if your current photo is over 6 months old, and ensure the background is light enough. India, who it applies to: all travelers applying for an Indian visa or passport. Requirements: size 51mm by 51mm. Background: white or off-white. Face position: head should be centered and facing forward. Expression: neutral expression, eyes open. Clothing: no hats or glasses unless for medical or religious reasons. Common mistakes: a common mistake is not following the exact size requirement. Passport photos that are slightly too big or small can cause delays in processing. What to do? Double-check that your photo matches the exact size requirement before submitting. Italy, who it applies to: all visa applicants and passport applicants. Requirements: size 40mm by 45mm. Background: plain white or light-colored background. Face position: head must be centered with a neutral expression. Expression: eyes open, mouth closed. Clothing: no glasses or hats unless medically necessary. Common mistakes: many applicants don't realize that even small items like earrings or necklaces should be avoided in the photo. What to do? Keep the accessories to a minimum and ensure your photo is taken with a plain background. Common mistakes when taking passport photos. Here are some common mistakes people make when taking passport photos. Wrong size. Many travelers don't know the exact size required for their destination country. This can result in rejection. Always double-check the size requirements for your passport photo. Wrong background color. A colored background or a cluttered setting can cause your photo to be rejected. Stick to the plain background, usually white or light-colored. Wearing glasses or hats. It's easy to forget to take off glasses or hats, especially if you wear them daily, but most countries require you to remove them for your passport photo. Incorrect expression. A neutral expression is required. A smile or frown can result in a rejected photo. Make sure your mouth is closed and your face is relaxed. Poor lighting. Dark shadows, glare, or uneven lighting can make your photo unacceptable. Choose a well-lit area for your photo and avoid using a flash. Old photos. Passport photos must be recent. Photos that are more than 6 months old may not be accepted. Always go for a fresh photo. Not following the rules. Each country has its own specific rules. You might think one country's rules apply everywhere, but that's not the case. Double-check before you submit your photo. Special situations to consider: dual nationality. If you have dual nationality, make sure your passport photo matches the requirements for both countries. Some countries have specific rules based on your nationality. Expired passport. If your passport has expired and you need a new photo, don't use an old photo. It needs to be current for the new passport. Connecting flights. If you're traveling through multiple countries, make sure the passport photo meets the requirements for all countries you're visiting or transiting through. Step-by-step action plan. Here's a simple checklist for you. Check the size. Ensure your photo meets the size requirements for your destination country. Double-check. Choose the right background. Go for plain white or light-colored backgrounds, depending on the country. Face position and expression. Keep your head straight and face forward with a neutral expression. Avoid accessories. Remove any glasses, hats, or jewelry unless necessary for religious or medical reasons. Get a new photo. Don't use old photos. Get a fresh one if your photo is older than 6 months. Passport photo requirements might seem straightforward, but small mistakes can lead to big problems, like missing your flight or having your visa rejected. Always double-check the requirements for your destination, and don't assume one size fits all. Traveling abroad should be exciting, not stressful. With the right passport photo, you'll have one less thing to worry about. So take the time to follow these guidelines carefully, and you'll be ready to travel without any hiccups. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with other travelers. Smart travel starts with smart preparation. Safe travels and happy adventuring.